lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty. You all know better, Shannon. Much as you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white bitch get you 50 mil?
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really want it to be about him, and I want it to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass, get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the story from when I'm in the park.
Man, Charleston White just tore into Shannon Sharpe. No filter, no mercy. He went straight at him over that rumored $23 million hush deal and his sudden ESPN exit. All over a snow bunny.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You wanna be to me now, so...
I don't wanna be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Charleston wasn't pulling any punches, saying Shannon's got nobody to blame but himself for how messy this got. Now the internet is running wild and Shannon's name is blazing across every feed.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
If you've been paying attention, you've already seen the headlines. Shannon supposedly out at ESPN right after quietly settling that monster $50 million lawsuit behind closed doors. And let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. People have been whispering for months that the Gabriela Zuniga drama was way nastier than it looked on paper.
You all know better, Shannon. Much shit as you talking, like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bop, little old young white get you 50 mil? You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million. Boy.
Y'all remember the lawsuit from that OnlyFans model who accused Shannon of essay, claimed he wrecked her mentally and even put hands on her? That's not the kind of scandal you just brush off. Then, out of the blue, she drops a phone recording of their convo. And let's be real, Shannon didn't exactly sound like a man in the clear. He allegedly came off loud, heated, and giving straight-up wild energy.
I'm the unk with the game. That's why I stay at the strip club. With real. When you dealing with whole problems, you ain't got these problems. You dealing with these little just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty, funky hunk.
Of course, Shannon jumped online fast with the I ain't do nothing defense, calling the whole thing a setup. He swore everything was consensual, painting it as nothing but a cash grab. He even tried to turn the heat on attorney Tony Busby, making it sound like some long-term plan to take down a rich black man with status.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really want it to be about him, and I want it to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. You know, that was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been.
Charleston White didn't stop there. He went for the jugular. He pointed out that attorney Tony Busby's been in the mix with big names like Jay-Z and Diddy, and now Shannon. Shannon even claimed he was ready to clap back with a defamation countersuit, but here's the twist. Instead of fighting, word is he allegedly dropped a whopping $23 million just to make the whole thing disappear. Insiders say Shannon had already thrown Gabriella an offer of $10 million when the case first broke, but she curved it hard, saying she had the proof. Real receipts.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
And now, she's allegedly walked away with a $23 million payday, shut down her OnlyFans, and dipped out with her bag secured. Charleston, being Charleston, wasn't just joking. He was pressing the exact question everyone's been whispering. Why settle if you're innocent? Why cut a check that big if this was just some setup?
Get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the story from when I'm in the park.
And to twist the knife, Charleston threw Shannon's own words back at him. He reminded folks how Shannon's always preached about not even stepping into elevators with white women to dodge trouble. But now, suddenly, he's caught in the gym, sweatpants on, no draws, moving reckless. Charleston didn't hold back. He clowned Shannon for letting a 20-year-old snow bunny cozy up on him like that. According to Charleston, Shannon been sold out for years, left the streets, stopped rocking with the real ones, slipped into those tight suits, started playing the corporate game, and thought the game wouldn't ever flip on him. But now, it's smacking him right in the face. Charleston said Shannon was straight foolish, thinking he was too slick to ever get caught. Instead of sticking with the hood chicks, the strip club pros, the ones who know how to move in silence, Shannon went for the one girl who had everything to gain by flipping the story.
Oh, Shannon Sharpe, he really don't like me. I done call all the football players men big old dumb stupid ass. You know, so I done offended and insulted everybody. Yeah. But you gotta understand, homie, I done said some horrible things about Dion and the boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this an alumni.
Yeah, that's right.
I said some horrible things about Dion is the modern day Bill Cosby and them boys is Theo Huxtable and yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's the modern day of that. You know, this is who we, you know, so we idolize this family. Dion is the ideal father in the black community. This is, yeah. So, and here I am attacking him in his toe, in his boy.
And now, boom, lawsuit city. Charleston even pointed out that Gabriella isn't the same woman from Shannon's messy IG Live drama last September, meaning this isn't just a one-off. He called it what it looks like, a pattern. Now Shannon's out here in apology mode, trying to flip it and play victim. If you've been tuned into the streets, you already heard it. Shannon going live after ESPN cut him, telling his brother Sterling sorry for stealing his shine right before the Hall of Fame induction, and apologizing to fans for messing up and letting them down. Charleston wasn't buying any of Shannon's apology talk. He called it medicine after death, saying it was way too late. He reminded folks how Monique had already warned Shannon to leave those young girls alone, because they were just waiting to feast the second he slipped. Even Cat Williams told him flat out on Club Shay Shay, "Shaw, leave them white girls alone." But Shannon, he laughed it off like he was untouchable. Thought he was running the game when really, he was the puppet on the strings. Truth is, Charleston never liked Shannon from the jump. According to him, Shannon always had a little hidden hate toward him, because Charleston said the stuff everyone else was too scared to say. He's been out here calling NFL stars big dumb football players with no shame. Charleston even took aim at Deion Sanders, calling him a modern-day Bill Cosby, saying these guys are playing the perfect TV family role while ignoring the real culture in the streets. Shannon didn't like that one bit. He couldn't stand Charleston keeping it raw while he played the polished, clean-cut corporate puppet. But Charleston? He's never cared about keeping it pretty. Charleston said it plain, "If you ain't street no more, you're gone." And now Shannon's paying the price big time. Not just losing his ESPN gig, but insiders are whispering he might have blown a $100 million media empire he was building all over a snow bunny. This wasn't just some random sports analyst move either. Shannon was a whole brand. Podcasts booming, endorsement deals, TV runs, the works. He had everything lined up, and now it's all shaking. Just because he couldn't stop for 2 seconds to think? One wrong move with the wrong girl and the whole house of cards came crashing down. The streets are clowning him hard right now. Folks saying Shannon might have dropped more in that settlement than he ever pulled in during his NFL days. They're roasting him like, bruh just paid an OnlyFans model like she won a Super Bowl ring. All this could have been avoided if he'd just kept his ears open and followed the old school street code. But nah, he wanted sharp, young, and pretty. Now look at the scoreboard. One commenter hit hard. Dude paid her more than he made in his NFL career. No way he's cleaning this. Another said, Shannon, you should have listened to Kat and Monique. While a third kept it blunt, he still don't get it. SMH. Sometimes you gotta learn when to just keep quiet. Shannon brought this storm on himself. And the part that stings the most for folks ain't even the $23 million payout. It's knowing that everything he stacked after the NFL, every single brick of that empire, now has a crack running through it. And in this game, cracks don't get fixed easy, especially when the streets ain't riding for you no more. So now the real question, did Shannon straight up play himself chasing the wrong type? Or is Charleston just doing what he does best, stirring the pot till it boils over? Is this pure karma finally catching up? Or was it a setup from day one? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like, hit subscribe, and keep it locked for the next wild story on your screen.